plans. I know there's a lot of uncertainty still. We know they need that one member. Okay, so let's just figure that's probably going to be Texas State, or just assume they're the favorite for that right now. Beyond that, once they get that secured and they're like, all right, cool, we're at our number that we need to be at, how much more growth do they envision, or do you envision for them?
I'm not sure there'll be much after that. They could try to take football-only schools. They have to have one member they have to add one member in all sports, right? Let's say that's Texas State. They could still try to get, say, Memphis, Tulane as football-only members. They could look to try to get some basketball-only members. There's a lot of options for them after they get that one all-sports school. I think that they are going to try to stay lean. They view they want their competitive floor to be as high as possible. They don't want soft schools, either football or men's basketball, that are dragging everybody else down. The investment piece is very important to them in this expansion. Which schools are going to guarantee that they're going to invest to win in football and men's basketball? I think that they're going to stay smaller. The only issue with doing that in football, right, is the schedule. If you've got only 8 football playing schools, then you've got a 7-game schedule, which is a problem if you've got to play 5 non-conference games, or you play 8 conference games and there's a kind of a home and home situation. So that's the one piece that makes me think they may try to get more than 8 football schools is the conference schedule rotation.
Yeah, and then if like Big Ten, SEC, I know they're fighting, whatever they're doing right now, debating. But if they do a scheduling arrangement, and then there's teams now that suddenly you can't it's going to be hard to find 5 non-conference games. I didn't think about it from that standpoint.
It is, and that's a good point. Not just for the new Pac-12, but for the Big 12 and the ACC and everybody, right? There is a trickle-down effect with the SEC and Big Ten. As they debate how to deal with the CFP, it's interrelated with the SEC going to 9 conference games, playing a crossover series, the play-in games on championship weekend, right? If there's a crossover series, you do have to wonder how many games are SEC and Big Ten schools going to be willing to play, even against the Big 12 and ACC, right? Baylor's got they have a home and home with Oregon coming up, right? It starts in 2 years, I think.
Yep.
So is Oregon going to want to keep that series with Baylor if they know they're playing Georgia or they're playing Auburn as part of their 3 non-conference games? So there is a risk all the way down the food chain based on which direction the SEC and Big Ten go with their series.